Okay, so I'm just straight up with you. I see this thing uh, on David Pacman, and it's like Bolton and Trump. Their thing is really confusing. For days on end, Young Turks, Secular Talk, Benjamin Dixon, uh, David Pacman, uh, Dusty Smith, and others going over Trump and Bolton. If did Trump fire him or did he quit? I'm like, this is top news. Really? Really? This is top news. I mean, think about this. Think about this now. There are people that are dying because they have no food because the government won't help them. There are people that got hurt on the job and can't get disability. There are people making minimum wage because, corporations don't have to pay, a living wage, and they can't support where they are, so they have to keep moving from home to home. Therefore, they don't have much stuff. And people that don't have much stuff is probably because it was left in storage what they couldn't pay because they didn't make enough money to pay. And now the storage company says, well, time's up. All this stuff we get to sell at our leisure and make money off of something for free. That's what's going on. And the conversation is, did he quit or was he fired? Well, Trump says this. Well, Bolton says that. Does it fucking matter? Bolton was a guy that wanted war at the cost of anything. He didn't care who was in his way. He didn't care who he'd kill. He just wanted war because with war comes money. Money from the industrial military complex or the industrial war machine. And that's all it was. So Bolton is out. No one worse could take his place. But at the same time, there's going to be somebody that's not good that's going to be in his place. It's a Republican regime. Therefore, war must happen. Therefore, while everybody argues and complains about how are you going to pay for free college, how are you going to pay for it, how are you going to pay for the free Medicare, how are you going to pay, how are you going to pay? No one asks that when they throw out $800 billion to a damn war. The military, we're going to expand that by $3 trillion over a certain amount of years. We're going to expand it by $80 billion. We're going to expand it by $100 billion. Every year, they keep giving the military more and more money. And yet, if the military is so bloatedly wealthy, why are infantry troops and whatnot, all these military ops, Navy SEALs, our Marines, any and everything, if it's military, it is in it. Why do they make minimum wage? Why do they come home emaciated? Why do they not get the proper nourishment? Why do they get molested, raped, beaten, abused, assaulted, and whatnot and can't report it? Why, if they go through the proper channels after they've been denied to be heard, they go through the proper channels, report everything, and do the final steps, and then basically tell everybody what happened because nobody would listen, and then they're seen as a traitor for telling the truth of the treacherous stuff that the military's been doing. People are more worried about that. If I were in charge, I wouldn't give the military another dime. I say this stuff shuts down. This shuts down. Everyone was guaranteed and promised this massive college career. Why? Because you go to the military, you're going to go into a war where you're probably not going to come back home anyway. You're going to be dead, or you're going to keep putting your ass there or switching you around from place to place. So you can't do it. That's all the military has been. Hey, are you black? Are you poor? Whichever or both. You can be in the military. You can get a full ride with your scholarship. You too can have the greatest education. You serve and you will get the best education that this country has to offer. Yay, sign me up. Dead, not doing it. You lose a leg or an arm. Guess what? You go to the VA. What do you mean? Yeah, that really long line that's not going to see you, and if they do, they're going to mistreat you. I lost a dear friend because of the VA. I blame the VA. That's it. As simple as that. I'm just saying. Military ain't done shit except occupied nations that ain't have shit to do with us. Or what about, 9/11? 9/11 was 18 years ago. Everyone that flew the plane, dead. The person that orchestrated it, dead. The person that gave the okay to do the whole thing, dead. There's nothing left. All the U.S. is doing is staying over there, raping, pillaging, throwing dogs off of cliffs and stuff like that, getting away with it. That's it. There's no reason to be over there. Not one. Now everything is destabilized. The U.S. is to blame, but if the U.S. pulls out, it's going to get worse because the U.S. will leave and do what they did every single time they leave a war. Leave no help. It's bad enough they go there and jack it up. Then they leave with nothing for them to help themselves. So therefore, things get worse. So it's jacked up. I would not fund the military because you're not funding the military. You're funding the defense contractors, not military personnel. You're just funding the goddamn bullies. You could take literally 66% of our military budget, give it to Medicare, give it to Medicaid, give it to anything, universal health care for U.S. citizens and non-U.S. citizens that are in the United States. You can stop the for-profit with the hospitals because hospitals should heal, not profit. Y'all don't understand what profit is, clearly. Yeah, profits after you paid all the stuff up, and then what's left is money for you. That's why they jack up the prices of stuff. When a strip is of $2, you can bundle them up, and you can get a big bundle, for like $40 and sell each $2 strip for $800 upon service. Just saying. Just saying. So people are worried about. They're still talking about Michael Bolton. I think that's what it is. Bolton, whatever the fuck his name is. Jeff, John, I don't give a shit. It's Bolton. It's jackweed to me. I don't care because it don't matter. He's gone. Hooray. Hooray. The witch is dead. Come on. Join in with something. Don't give this life anymore. Let it go. Let it go. If Trump wants to keep talking shit about I fired him. That's just ego. He don't want to go down looking stupid. Bolton, I quit. Well, he wants to keep his stuff intact. You know what? Don't matter. Bye-bye. Get out. I wish Trump left with you. It's that simple. Let's stop giving this life, all right? Please, just stop it. You hear someone talking about it, it's like, we want to know the truth. No, we don't care. No one should care. You are obligated to not care. This is meaningless. He's gone. So please, leave your comments down below. Let me know how you feel about this whole Trump-Bolton thing. Let me know, and argue with yourselves if you got to. Don't matter, but, don't breathe life into it. Don't. This is Cedric, candidate for comparative reasoning. Thank you for listening.